Yep. Shatter Temple. What do you expect? What type of play do you see? What type of play do you expect to see from Destiny?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I know, like, one of his main goals in the ZVT matchup is to get to the mid to late game, right? You just want to get past that early, you know, that tricky little timing in Zerg versus Terran, where the Terran can throw anything at you from 10 Hellions to, like, 40 Marines. And once Destiny gets past that, gets to 3 bases, starts macroing up, gets his Infestors out, that's when he truly shines, in my opinion. So, as for a specific game plan, I'm not sure. I just know he wants to get past the mid-game. But this is game number 3 of the first ever Pro v Pro show match, brought to you by the community and casted by Axel and EonSh. But we have Destiny spawning in at the 3 o'clock location. He is your blue Zerg player at the middle left location, also known as the 9 o'clock, perhaps 8:45 for you critical people out there. It's going to be the purple Terran player, QxGDestiny, game number 3 on Shatter Temple. The series is tied 1-1. Destiny taking down game number 1, PokeBunny taking game number 2, and Destiny choosing this map. But I don't know, man. I think Destiny, you know, just going to play it safe, going to try to stay on top of his scouting as much as possible, and then just going to, his main goal in mind is getting a 3rd.
Yeah, I think Destiny's probably pretty happy when he scouted there wasn't close air spawning positions. The Terran player is far away as possible. That's kind of thing, at least I hope for whenever I play ZVT on this matchup. Or on this map, actually.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. Can you spawn close by air on MLG Shattered Temple?
Oh, on MLG Shattered Temple? Actually, right. Yeah, you may be correct there. On the latter version, at least.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of version you can. I know there's some maps that force cross positions, but Destiny scouting close positions, close by air, I should say, with the Overlord, coming cross positions with that drone to see what's going on. May try to steal a gas, but just gonna see what his opponent is doing. And he's getting some gas, getting a barracks down. So I'm not sure how early this gas went down. 2468. I think they start with 2500. So not a terribly early gas. So we'll have to see what happens here. PokeBunny maybe going for some sort of Reaper expand. I don't know if it's going to be a factory, but we'll have to keep an eye on that gas.
Yeah, one thing about this map is I do not like it when Terran gets map control like mid-game, because if they can get set up a contain on this map, they can put like tanks in the gold base, and it's just like, it seems impossible to break sometimes. I've seen, like, you saw MVP do it at BlizzCon versus multiple Zerg players, and it's just I don't know how you can break that.
Yeah, that's a really good point, and it looks like Destiny putting on a spawning pool, putting down a gas, getting his hatchery down, and PokeBunny looks like it is going to be a factory, but not too close to that barracks. So that doesn't make me think that he's going to do some sort of swap-a-roo action by building a reactor on the barracks and then putting the factory on the reactor. That doesn't mean he won't, but of course building those structures so far away from each other definitely lends to the fact that makes me think that he won't. But we'll have to wait and see. And PokeBunny trying to get some scouting information with that SUV, going to get away with 10 HP. And even supplies, not much going on right now. My game music is still not cooperating with me, and it's upsetting me, EonSh.
And we have a starport going up here, and I like the Overlord there from Destiny on the left side of the map sneaking along over there. He's going to be able to scout out whenever that expansion pops up. He's going to put there on the high ridge. That's a nice placement there for that Overlord. Hellion coming out. And I'm kind of curious to see what Pokemon he's going to go with here. He's going to try and throw up a medevac, maybe do some drop play.
Yeah, I mean, one thing you can do on this map, Zerg players, they choose it because of this choke to the natural expansion. It's relatively easy to defend. 2 spine crawlers there, usually find maybe an Evo chamber to help wall it off. What some Terran players will do to circumvent that is do some draw play in their main base. Elevator some units up to the top, return with the medevacs, elevator some more up to the top with Marines and Hellions. So we'll have to see what PokeBunny ends up doing. Like, everything about this build looks like that's what it's going to be. And it's tricky because a lot of Zerg players, again, they rely on the spine crawlers, but when the Marines and Hellions get into their main, as my music makes a dramatic entrance, things get dicey.
Yeah, you have to have those spine crawlers pick up and waddle back into the main, and by then it's almost too late. So it's a really good use of bypassing the defenses that the Zerg player puts up at the front of their base. And I mean, if you scout that out right away, you see if there's spine crawlers there, you can already know that you're going to do quite a bit of damage, and the command center are going to go down. And Destiny sees that just barely in vision there, so he sees the command center up. He goes in there and scouts it out with the Zergling. He's got some Marines, and he's heading out across the map with some Marines and 3 Hellions. It looks like you're ready. He's going to do some elevator play.
And Destiny has not spotted this yet, man.
He needs some larva to make some zerglings. His speed is going to be finished, though, but he's going to need to pull both these queens. It looks like larva inject just finished, popped out, and he scouts it out with the overlord.
Yeah, and the Marines being dropped here. One queen going up, needs to be careful, backing up 2 queens, and a bunch of drones. Excuse me, a bunch of drones coming forward, getting a nice surround on these Marines. The medevac not actually going to pick up those Marines, and Hellions doing so much damage to the drones.
Lining them up.
Oh my God, the drones! 13 workers killed. That does not. That hurt. That hurt me, honestly.
Yeah, and he got supply blocked with that one Overlord getting killed there, and it looks like Destiny is going to clean this up, but I think that was a very successful hit for Bunny. He's got to be happy with that. He's got to be bouncing around, hopping around with joy.
Wow. That was... That hurt. 13 workers killed there for PokeBunny. And 13 workers at the 7-minute mark of the game. That's no fun, but Destiny has been powering up those drones, so he's still relatively close. Up ahead now, 31-30 in that harvester count. So... Destiny's definitely still in this. I don't think anyone can argue with me on that, unless you want to try to.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. He's not out of it. He can still come back from this game. He's already has an expansion up and going. He's got 2 hatches, he's got decent production, 2 queens. So has both his queens. If he'd lost maybe 1 or 2 queens, that would have been a lot bigger deal. But nice job here from PokeBunny, just controlling outside of his base. I'm going to go back to that Zelnaga tower.
Yeah. And, you know, just a reminder, anyone just now joining us, this is the first ever show match for ProVPro.org. You can go check out that website, and you can still donate to the prize pool of this show match. PokeBunny versus Destiny, of course, the winner getting 70% of that amount, the loser getting 20%, and 10% going towards all the fees and stuff associated with PayPal. You can read about all the structure of where the money goes on the website. It is listed in depth, in detail, and a drop going down from PokeBunny for Hellions going into the main base and trying to take down a creep tomb. We're going to try to sneak around to that mineral line. Destiny has to be careful, not pulling away any drones, feeling entirely confident those drones are incredibly bold. And some Zerglings coming forward from Destiny. Targeting down the medevac! Oh my God!
That was
down
so
to
close.
14 HP. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. Guys, this is community run. This is put on by you guys, the community. So feedback is awesome. Let it know in the chat. We have organizers watching. What do you want to see in these? You're funding them, essentially. So everything's up to you. If you hate me and EonSh, let us know, and we'll be very sad.
So Destiny's heading out across the map. He might go for an attack on that expansion there. There's not much defending except for a couple Marines on that ramp. He may be able to do some damage, at least cancel out the third. It looks like those that medevac may not arrive in time, and he's going to go for it. Go for the ramp. Oh, nope. Going to go back for it and maybe tries to pick off some SCVs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting a few, but he may lose a large majority of these lings. They're going to swing around and get out of there. Hellions are going to be dropped, though. Pretty nice move there by PokeBunny, but Destiny going to get a nice round and taking out 2 of those Hellions, but 2 remain alive. 1 has 3 kills and 1 has 1 kill. So
6 worker kills there. So I think that was pretty effective for Destiny. Reapplying some pressure, letting PokeBunny know, you're not going to control the pace of this game. I'm going to turn around and apply some pressure to you. So I like that play.
Yeah. And behind this, PokeBunny, or I should say Destiny, getting some upgrades. We got +1 melee attacks coming out for the Zerglings and +2 ground carrot base, but at the same time, it looks like PokeBunny wants to do a push, has a bunch of Marines here, and medevacs. These Marines do have stim. So that will be very scary indeed, especially because Destiny only has lings on the field, 14 more production, infestation pit on the way, Evo Chamber going to be targeted down, and that ground carrot base may not be able to finish. But here we go, Destiny coming forward with all of these lings, going to get a nice round on these Marines, but they're going to back up against the cliff, minimizing the surface area that those Zerglings can actually get. Queen's coming forward, trying to target down those medevacs, but PokeBunny coming out on top of that altercation, I would think, and he's at 91 to 68 supply.
Yeah, that's definitely something you'd like to see as a Terran player. Is ahead, a Zerg player in supply. He's got that third up. It looks like he's going to take the gold, not even going to go for that back base. He's feeling pretty confident about his map control this game. I can agree. He's going to take that gold, has his tanks coming out. Hasn't started siege yet. He's getting an armory and an engineering base, so we'll probably see more and more bio upgrades coming. Now it has a reactor there on that starport, so you can pump out dual medevacs. I like that. And we may just see a transition into just pure marine tank as this game progresses on.
Yeah, that looks to be exactly what he's doing. And interesting to note here, PokeBunny's not of siege mode yet, just delaying that a little bit. Doesn't feel like, I guess, it's worth the investment just yet. But PokeBunny marching down to his opponent's side of the map. Keep in mind, Destiny has 4 Infestors on the way. They're not out yet, so there's a little bit of a timing here where he's extremely vulnerable, so Destiny needs to try to delay this as long as possible as my music once again makes a dramatic entrance. This Evolution Chamber is going to be targeted down. That's actually a big deal. Destiny transfuse! Destiny transfuse! Destiny transfuse! Okay, nice transfuse. Thank you, Destiny, for listening to me. He may have to transfuse again, though.
He has enough for it. Oh, he does Larva Inject instead. It's like it's going to fall and die. So that tank actually did pay off there. That range on that unsieged tank is pretty good.
I don't think I agree with that, but you know what? It is what it is.
If he destroys this army, I think it'll be worth it. Like if he just completely mops up. Oh! Bungle from above.
Bungle from above. That is no
here
fun.
Comes Destiny coming out across the skin after landing some nice fungals. Tank gonna go down really quick. Another fungal on almost everything. PokeBunny's army is turning red, but no, all the Zerglings melt. And is PokeBunny gonna fall back?
It looks like it. Going back to the middle of the map here, but all these Medivacs are pretty vulnerable. I'm not sure which is faster, Medivacs or Infestors. It may not even matter. Infestors coming forward, getting a fungal on all the Medivacs. Will they all go down?
Oh, quad kill right there.
All but two. That is called a Killtacular in the Halo world. Oh my god. I'm going to get so much hate for that reference, but that's okay. I really shouldn't have said that, though. EonSh, you got to stop me before I say that stuff.
I can't read your mind, dude.
Dude, I thought we could... Yeah. Okay, you're right. You're right.
So the gold is up, and PokeBunny dropping some mules on it. His money is looking pretty good. Mine about 2,700 minerals there, throwing up some more gas. And he's really liking this Zergling Infestor combination. Definitely really going heavy on the Zergling upgrades. Has those Infestors out. And it's a really good combination to deal with a really heavy Marine tank. You can just fungal. Fungal works really well in Marines. You just get some really nice surrounds. And you just kind of don't get Banelings.
You know, I mean, I don't see a Ghost Academy on the field for PokeBunny, which worries me a little bit with this many Infestors on the field. So Destiny could just potentially fungal absolutely everything at the same time. A bunch of lanes going to the gold expansion, taking down so many SCVs and mules. PokeBunny standing forward. Watch out, there could be a fungal growth, and there it is on the entire army. PokeBunny, no EMPs, no ghosts, equals dead Marines. There's the Think it is Protoss trying to force field away these Infestors, but that's not going to work. And these tanks going to be trapped. It's a trap.
That was some serious fungal growth right there. And Destiny with some sweet fungals getting back into this game, and he definitely has map control, taking up the gold. It's looking good for him. And this is looking better and better for Destiny as this game progresses on into the mid-game. Supply pretty even, but Destiny's got 4 bases up. He just has got that gold saturated. He can just pump out mass amount of lings, even has a macro hatch in his base. I love macro hatches. They're my favorite type of hatchery.
Yeah, there are only 2 types, so I guess that's my favorite type too. But you know, well, I guess there's proxy hatchery. That's my favorite type of hatchery. But wouldn't you agree? I mean, do you want to reassess?
No, I like the macro hatch, dude.
Okay, that's fine. Player. I mean, that's fine. It is what it is.
PokeBunny coming in from the top. I don't know if Destiny sees that. He hasn't moved anything up there yet. He's dealing with the fight in the middle.
Yeah, and PokeBunny bringing along a 7 HP medevac. It's going to get sniped right away. And the Marines stemming forward now. Destiny returning back with Infestors and not Zerglings. A couple of Zerglings trickling over there, but these Marines doing plenty of damage. There goes the fungal growth. And these Marines all should die, as well as this medevac. But Destiny looking pretty good. Is the Ghost Academy on the ground yet for PokeBunny, or is he being a stubborn... I was about to say little kid, but that'd be kind of mean.
You could call him a mule.
Mule? Stubborn mule? I don't...
Mules are stubborn.
Oh, that's true. Being a stubborn mule. I like
and he's a Terran player. See what I did there?
That was actually really clever.
A drop down here in the bottom, though. PokeBunny, I love this counter pressure. I love when players are down, they reapply pressure, and it kind of, if the other player can't compensate with it, they can just turn the game around. And PokeBunny's doing a really nice job with that right now.
Yeah, but PokeBunny, I mean, Destiny just shutting down these drops relatively easily, as my music once again makes a dramatic entrance. But at the same time, a push approaching the national expansion of Destiny. Some Lings getting caught off guard. And Destiny's ground army is not too huge. 51 Zerglings.
Supply blocked.
And some Infestors. Supply blocked indeed. But he does have Infestors, and that's pretty much all you need to defend against this.
He's got a lot of Infestors. Yeah. He's up to, what is that, 15 now? 17, soon to be 17?
5 more on the way, yeah. 17 is going to be, but going to be trying to clean up this entire army. And he is quite successful. Infestors are marching their way forward. And more beach balls being thrown down. And there goes the army of PokeBunny.
Yeah, nice job there from Destiny cleaning up that once again, but that gave PokeBunny time. Look at this. He's got his 4th up. He's got his gold back, so he may have sacrificed his whole army there, but that bought him some much-needed time to get back in this game.
Yep, and producing 10 Marines at a time. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Has the potential to make 11, 12 Marines at a time if he wanted to. But my music just leaving after just playing one little... Is it called the stanza? What? They just... It's frustrating in Shikino, but...
Yeah, but I think PokeBunny could really do with a ghost. I mean,
he
one
could.
ghost in that bunch of Infestor, that's like the kryptonite of Destiny's armor right now. He needs to watch out the Infestors. Okay, good, he's paying attention there.
There's a fumble. Yeah, I mean, what PokeBunny could do is just try to split up these Marines as best as he can, target firing the Infestors. That's exactly what he's going to try to do. And all those Marines getting taken out. Infestors don't want to throw fungal on these last 2 Marines. That one Marine is feeling like a hero.
Killing
Zerglings in the
units
gold.
at the gold.
Yes, indeed. A lot of workers killed there by Destiny. It's just 43. So definitely a good deal for him there, but losing all of his Zerglings in the process. So trade may be worth it. Units tab shows he has 37 lings still. Ahead 66 to 47 in the harvester count, I should say. And I think Destiny's looking just fine right now.
Yeah, he's about ready to go for another counterattack at the very top left base. He's running some Zerglings to the middle to do some scouting, and he's got a lot of Infestors. I really want to see him get Burrow. There's really, no reason not to get Burrow this late in the game. There's a lot of tanks, though. He's getting a pretty high number of tanks now.
That's a lot of Marines, too. But, you know what's good against a lot of Marines?
Fungal growth.
Yes, that's a good answer. I was afraid you were going to say something else, and I'd have to, like, kick you from the call.
Medivacs. No.
Medivacs. But yeah,
PokeBunny's doing a really nice slow push here. Destiny's going to have to engage this pretty well. He's going to have to throw up those beach balls, as you call them, to take some of the hits, and that's going to be on PokeBunny to focus fire with those tanks, and who's going to flinch first here?
Yeah, and Destiny backing up, biding his time. Not sure what he's waiting for. Greater Spire's almost done, so may try to wait for Broodlords. That could be an option. But I've decided I don't like the beach ball term. Too many people use that, so one of these days I have to find another name. So I don't want you quoting me on that anymore. Okay.
All right. Well, we won't use that anymore.
All right. Thank you.
It's gone.
Awesome. So there go the
Infested swarm eggs.
Yes, there they go. And Destiny has no Broodlords in production. A little bit weird. Greater Spire's done, but corrupted from the field. Has enough gas. But here we go. Destiny coming forward with all of his Infestors and his Zerglings. Throwing down some Fungal Growth as well. Doing quite a bit of damage, but losing a lot of Infestors for free in the process. A bunch of drones going to die as well. Where are your Broodlords, Stephen Bunnell? There they are.
There they are.
God, like, I don't know why he was waiting so long to get those.
Here's that death tank push I was talking about outside this expansion here. It's just so hard to get Zerglings through that. You kind of need to take out your bottom destructible rocks to get a flank on him, but this push... he's really going to need these Broodlords, but I think if he gets those Broodlords out, there isn't enough Marines from PokeBunny right now to kill him off with the number of fungals he has.
Yeah, and I don't know, these Broodlords, like, they can just do this all day. Because what does PokeBunny have to battle these Broodlords? Absolutely nothing but Marines. They're going to try to come forward, but get fungal growth and immediately transfuse going down on the weakened Broodlords. So PokeBunny not even killing one of those Broodlords.
He's going to get all the Medivacs too.
Yep.
Wow.
And look what has just been thrown down. A Ghost Academy.
Ghost Academy.
From PokeBunny.
There we go.
Yeah, so finally going to switch over. Is it too little too late, though? Another fungal going down from Destiny. All the Marines going to die. That's quite gruesome.
Yeah, and Destiny's just going to keep increasing his number of Broodlords, and I don't know, I think he's going to need some really clutch EMPs to even this out, so that way all his Marines don't die, because he needs the Marines to deal with the Broodlords. He isn't making any Vikings yet, even though he's throwing down 2 more starports, so he's getting ready to pump out a lot of Vikings.
Yeah.
Making a lot of barracks also, so he's ramping up his production. Big Zergling counterattack going to the top. A couple Marines up there, 9 Marines up there trying to deal with that.
Yeah, and that should be enough, I would imagine. We're about to find out. No, yes it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. 4 Zerglings remain. So, PokeBunny should probably attack with these SCVs.
There he goes. So I think he was worried about the counterattack that was going on in his 5th. There's some Zerglings that were split up to go over there.
Makes sense. And speaking of counterattacks, looks like Destiny
going through the middle.
Yeah.
These tanks are gonna die.
They are.
Scans to get out of there.
No Vikings on the field just yet. That's important to note. And PokeBunny going to try to run underneath these Broodlords, trying to split up the Marines to try to dodge, excuse me, the fungal growth. But Destiny getting some nice fungals down, but nice Marine splitting here from PokeBunny. Nice. Will it be enough? 3 Broodlords still on the field, doing a lot of damage. 2 Broodlords now. A bunch of Infestors being thrown out as well. And Destiny's going to be fine, up 149 to 109 supply. And PokeBunny gets 3 Vikings in the way.
Yeah, he's going to really start pumping out some Vikings. Destiny's got... How many Corruptors out does he have? He's got no Corruptors out right now. So if he can get like a couple Vikings out, he can, you know, kind of maybe do some nice spreads on them like he did with those Marines, so he avoids those big clumped up fungals. He can take out these Broodlords, and if he takes out the Broodlords, I really don't think he can push this with the tanks and ghosts he has. Scan going to go down. He's going to be able to see this. He's going to be able to land an EMP.
Ooh.
Oh, big EMP.
And that is what he needed about 20 minutes ago. Or 15, I'll say 15. But Fungo's still going down, getting a lot of those Marines. And PokeBunny's going to have to back away.
Yeah, and wow, Destiny making 5 more Infestors. He loves Infestors. He's living up to his,
hey, man.
to his legacy, or just, you know, Infestor King Prime. I mean...
You know, he's going to hate me for saying it, but a lot of people call him...
Okay, don't say it.
Okay, I won't say it. You're
I'm
right.
kidding.
You're right. No, I won't say it. You're right. You're right. I mean, see, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be... To keep me from saying...
Crowd control.
Yeah, right.
Zergling counterattack on the left and the top right. Destiny all over the place with these Zerglings, really cost effective. And, man, he's just all over the place with these Zerglings, too. Really nice Zergling control from him. 3-3 Zerglings versus 3-3 Marines. We've got SCVs going through the middle of the map. What are they?
Does he need him anymore, maybe? Oh, he definitely needs him. Only at 38 Harvesters.
Yeah, I think he was just running away from the Zerglings, because Zerglings, once again, at the very top of the map.
Yeah. Destiny.
Over the place here.
He's everywhere. He is everywhere and has a lot of Infestors in the middle of the map here. Where are the ghosts? There are plenty of ghosts in that composition of PokeBunny, about 6 in total. Ooh, look at that Neural Parasite saying, Vikings, come over here. We want to play.
Lands them.
Lands them. He's going to swarm around them with Zerglings, I'd imagine. Oh. There's a fungal. PokeBunny trying to unland them. Infestors being thrown down. Destiny, another fungal growth, and that Viking.
He has literally stopped making Broodlords. Actually, scratched it. He's got 8 more Corruptors coming out. So I was very say he's going to transition out of that. But we got PokeBunny with a huge ghost number. He's going to try and keep those guys alive and do what ghosts do best, which is snipe and EMP everything in the Zerg army.
And scare people. And ghosts, they scare me, man. As a Protoss player, I do not like you know, dealing with those, especially when they're invisible. You know, you can't see them unless you have an observer.
They're so good they have their own holiday.
I know, man. It's scary. But here we go. PokeBunny coming forward with these ghosts. Does not have Cloak. Keep that in mind. Now
he needs to keep him separate.
Ooh, there's a fungal ghost. You know what?
Oh no!
Going down. Oh no! The Broodlord's getting caught off guard by those Marines, but Destiny has Infestors. Yeah, Destiny has Infestors. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I got.
I like the ghost, but he pushed him in all by himself. When you clump up your ghosts like that and they land in one fungal, just send in the Zerglings, another fungal, they're gone. So nice control there from Destiny, just taking all those ghosts. PokeBunny overextends with those ghosts there, and he pays the price for it. Now he's in trouble. Destiny getting adrenal glands upgrade, I should say. Burrow, love the Burrow. Zerglings coming out, 4 creep tumors. He's making all the good stuff right now in this game.
Speaking of creep tumors, not impressed. Just gonna say that. Just gonna say that, and he.
Oh yeah, like as far so far they've been in this game,
you know.
But at least he's getting into it now.
Me and Destiny, we've had a lot of talks about creep spread, and
it's getting into orbital. No,
probably not. And you know, he doesn't have it going on right now, but you know, it is what it is. Destiny has a pretty huge army here in the middle of the map: Infestors, Broodlords, and Corruptors. 42 lings on the way, as well as centrifugal hooks. So Banelings are in his late game plan, I would imagine. But I don't know, man. Destiny up 200 to 134. When will he attack?
He really doesn't have to attack. I mean, he is attacking. He's constantly doing these Zergling counterattacks.
Right.
So he's applying pressure. He's holding the middle of the map. He's holding that Zelnaga tower. That's really critical. You can see when the tanks and whatnot is pushing up. He's just protecting these Broodlords. So he's had really good Broodlord control for most of the game, keeping them with the majority of his army. I like these Zergling counterattacks all over the place. I wouldn't mind seeing a Nidus Worm. I love seeing Nidus Worms whenever they appear. But I was really worried about Destiny losing at the early part of this game here. That first attack just did so much damage, but Destiny coming back into it. And there's a changeling now. Going to go across the map here. Is he going to snipe it? No,
a siege tank gets it. And 5 ghosts coming forward. Don't have Cloak just yet. And looks like Destiny's going to lead with the Broodlords. Has Infestors underneath them. Lots of Banelings in production as well. Overseers overhead to be able to detect those ghosts. Fungal growth going down, hitting the ghosts, and they are all going to die slow and painful deaths. being surrounded by those Infestor balls. And here we go. Destiny
That's
coming
a scary
forward
army.
here. That is very scary indeed. And I don't know, man. I don't think PokeBunny can hold it.
Yeah, he would need a lot of Vikings, and you have to split him perfectly. And EMP going to go down. Baneling's rolling in. Marine's going to try and be brought in, but there's going to be fungals all over the place.
Oh, my God. Huge fungal goes going down by Destiny. The Marines at incredibly low health, trying to target down the Broodlords. But
And there's Zerglings. There's Zerglings everywhere. He's just sending them to 3 or 4 bases, and there's the GG.
All right, Mr. Math Major. What's the score?
It's 2-1. Destiny is up 2-1.
Destiny up 2-1 in the first ever Pro v Pro match. If you're watching the VOD, see you guys in Game 4.